EA Sports coverage in the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man, and he'll be up there. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mayfield on play action. He's got his man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
First and 10.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
Wide receiver.
He's brought down there by Kenny Moore.
48-yard line.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
This is Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Play fake. Mayfield. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
At the 12-yard line.
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Touchdown, defense. Check.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Mayfield
down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
What we got? What we got? What we got? Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Colts 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And maybe shades of the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, Winston. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete.
Winston.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Colts.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 10-yard line.
To throw is Winston. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And the Colts are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play fake. Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. So you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You got.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Well, it was 2nd and goal. You're in there close. That's the fullback's comfort zone.
Not only is it his comfort zone, it's an expectation. That's what he's supposed to do. Turn and hand it to him. Big guys fire out. Find your way into the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 2nd and 11 now, Mayfield throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they've been moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. action now. Winston sliding out of the pocket. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
And it's third down.
And he'll find Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
First down, Indianapolis.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete to Naheem.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, he uncorks it for Snead. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Caught by Snead over the middle. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. First down, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That last catch winds up costing him 3, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd and 13. Again, it's Winston. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Mayfield looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So it's a second missed field goal here in this first half. He'll have to think about that going forward. Maybe time for a little soul-searching as well.
Yeah, the head coach might be looking towards the heavens because you wonder if this will affect the 4th down decision-making going forward. If you get 4th and 3, 4th and 4, situations that used to be calls for the kicker might get a second thought.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Winston. And he finds Gronk.
Winston's pass.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
8 yards.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Gain of 22.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Allen Robinson. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 19-yard line.
Jameis again. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts able to get this back with it, a touchdown.
Point conversion.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
12.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Indianapolis.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And Jones with a first down carry, and he's going to wind up losing a couple as he stopped behind the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield on play action. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 2. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
First down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through.
Makes the score.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
On play action, Winston. The toss here completed to Pittman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Working out of the gun, Winston. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Jones running on first down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
20, Colts 12.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones.
Jones, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Good gain there on first down. And keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Jones again, the ball.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Watch the screen. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw, Mayfield. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their lead is hanging by a thread after that pick six, but look, they're still in the driver's seat. Now the question, how aggressive will they be on this drive? Time to find out. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
The tackle made at the
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, alert! Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 6 man.
Mayfield off the play fake. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Check. Watch 54. Silver. Regular. 54.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. from the shotgun to give to Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Right there, 54 Mike. Here we go. 54.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Here's Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Alert. Check when it goes. Check. Press down.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Check.